we are forming this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, which might be indicating, hey, the breakout might look somehow like this. Around this 9,400 level, you can see 1,041 Bitcoin size sell wall appearing. And now we are also heading towards this 9,400 monthly open level. So hey everyone, thank you so much for joining in. So looking at the current Bitcoin price action, guys, are we actually seeing a breakout now? Because if you look at this Bitcoin price action in a daily time frame, we can see this bullish candle forming in front of our eyes, and this bullish candle has already pierced the resistance line, this red line here, because you can see after that price had usually reversed, but this time this daily candle has pierced through this resistance line and now also indicating, hey, this might possibly be a re-accumulation phase where the price is going to head to the upside, right? Because we have talked about this, and I've also showed you guys how this price action of Bitcoin looks when it's actually in a accumulation phase, distribution phase, or re-accumulation phase. So in this case, in our case, we were talking about re-accumulation phase, because price should never drop below this yellow line, which is around this 8,500 level. So if the price is going to break below this level, this is actually a really bearish scenario. But now if you look at this ascending channel here, you can also see that the price is following this ascending channel, which is indicating, hey, there is still possibility for price to break to the upside. Because if you look at this in a daily time frame, it is still actually making higher highs and higher lows continuation pattern, and we have already talked about this. But now if you look at this scenario where we are, it is holding strong and also heading to the upside. I will also show you guys how the re-accumulation phase usually looks like. Okay, so here's some example. So guys, this here is Wyckoff re-accumulation schematic example. This is schematic 1, this is schematic 2, this is schematic 3, and this is schematic 4. So in our case, we are actually looking at this schematic 2, because right now our actual price action of Bitcoin and this example of re-accumulation phase, this makes a lot of sense. Since we are also making this ascending channel, we are forming this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, which might be indicating, hey, the breakout might look somehow like this. And also, if the price actually fails to move in this way, guys, we can also see price coming around this 8,500 level and then still head to the upside. Now you can see, guys, this is how re-accumulation looks like. So now let's go back to our chart. So guys, now you have image how this price could turn out, because I showed you with this re-accumulation phase. If this is going to turn out as a re-accumulation phase, then price is going to stay between this ascending channel and then continue to the upside slowly and slowly. But if the price actually fails to hold this level, it can still come around this 8,500, 8,600 level, find support, and then continue to the upside, being a re-accumulation schematic 1 and re-accumulation schematic 2. So now if you look at this simple example, this Bitcoin price action in a daily time frame, guys, you can notice I've mentioned some labels very clearly here. This label actually could act as a very strong resistance, or could be a very strong support for Bitcoin price action. Let's start from this arrow here below. Okay, so if you look at this date, this is 31st of March, right? So this is 30th of April, this is 31st of May, and this is 30th of June. So in this case, what I'm actually pointing out is the monthly candle open label. So this way, if you can notice here, this is 31st of March, the next candle was 1st of April. You notice where the candle actually closed, you can notice this level here, this price level of 6,450 level, right? And exactly when the price actually started heading to the upside, it came to retest this level. Guys, you can see here, price came to retest this level and then found support, started heading to the upside. And again, the next month, the 30th of April, where did the candle open for the next month? At this price level of 8,615 areas, right? So exactly here, we actually closed for the month. And the next candle here, price started bouncing to the upside. And also, after reaching this particular level, it has clearly mentioned that the monthly candle open level has always been respected. So you can see here, price after coming around this monthly open candle level has always found a really strong support. So if we now look at this example here from 31st of May, we can also see the monthly candle open level was around this 9,440 level. So around this particular level, when the price came here, we also found a support. It failed to break to the upside, but it was still holding around this monthly open level. And then you can see when it broke to the downside, guys, it was now hovering around this particular level, and it was also finding it difficult to break to the upside. And you can also notice that after we came to a new month, and also this 30th of June, we had this monthly candle open level again appearing at that current level. So if you look at this here, the monthly candle level was around this 9,100 area. So around this area, the next month we started here very nicely. You can notice that price was between this line, and now if you notice here, this area, you can also see that this here is the monthly open level. So price now is finding very strong support around this monthly open level, and now we are also heading towards this 9,400 previous monthly open level. So this previous monthly open level has acted as a resistance. You can see it very clearly. So we are actually expecting, if the price is going to break to the upside, it might be heading towards this 440 level, and then could reverse, because this here is acting as a very strong resistance. But if it actually breaks this line, guys, then we have really nice run to the upside. So that's why this monthly level could also play a very important role. And also, if you look at the order book heat map right now, it looks very interesting for Bitcoin price action, guys. Let's check that out. So now if you look at the price action of Bitcoin and go through this order book heat map, guys, you can see something very interesting unfolding. Because if you go through these order books right now, you can see here, those are all the limit buy orders, and those are orders which are below the current Bitcoin price, right? You can see here. And these are the limit sell orders, and those are the orders which are above the current Bitcoin price. So if there is a lot of selling pressure around this area, what happens is that after reaching this particular level, the price usually gets pressure from above and starts reversing. But if you see a strong buy orders support, price after reaching some certain level, it finds support and starts heading to the upside. And now to the upside, you can see here around this level of 9,400 level, you can see 1,041 Bitcoin size sell wall appearing here. Because if you zoom here, you can also see that above here there are a lot of Bitcoin sell orders being placed, because now you can also see around this 10,000 level we have this 865 sell orders, again 336 sell orders, 569 big sell orders. You can see this right now around 9,400 we have 1,043 Bitcoin sell wall, guys. This is how you can notice this kind of movement around this area, and also this light, these colors highlighted the area very properly. And below here around 9,000 level, we also have some buy orders, this limit buy orders around 800 Bitcoin, and around this 9,100 we also have 581 buy orders. And now you can see this looks very interesting, this order book going through this Binance chart. If you switch on to BitMEX, let's see how it looks there. So if you look at the BitMEX, you can also see right now when we actually headed to the upside, guys, you can see this big move, and this wall here actually with 7.74 million contract at 9,400. You can also see this similar looking with the Binance has a very strong resistance around this 9,400. Maybe price after reaching that level, we might see a small break to the downside again. But now if you look at this to the downside and to the upside, guys, there are actually some limit buy orders appearing here. You can see 6.9 million contracts, 4 million contracts around this particular level. So you can see that's why the price is also holding this level and trying to head to the upside. But as you can see, going to the order book heat map, there is some big sell order around this 9,400 level. So you can use this order book heat map for also your benefit, because every time you see this supply and demand problem, guys, you can utilize that with this order book heat map. Because you can see, right, if there is too much supply at one certain level, for example this here around this 9,400, what happened with price? It gets reversed to the opposite direction after reaching this particular level. But if there is a lot of demand, then what happened? Price after reaching the demand level start bouncing to the upside. So guys, this is how you can use this order book heat map, and it's very easy to understand as well. So guys, this is what I actually wanted to share with you in today's video. I hope you guys like it. If so, smash the like button, also hit the subscribe button if you're watching this for the first time. So guys, by saying this, I want to sign off. My name is Anup. Bye bye.